airstrikes in Gaza, where Israel has intensified military operations against remaining Hamas units. Well, Mohamed Taha is from BBC Arabic. He's with me here in the studio. Let us start with Lebanon. Mohamed, we've had more strikes, but not in Beirut as they have been over the last week or so. They're targeting different areas.
As well as Beirut as well, they are targeting surprisingly areas in the north as well. Bella is one of the areas that was unusual. Also in Jabal Lebanon, the mountain, in Qada Kisruan, and of course in the south. The situation in the south, Nikki, is really a little bit not clear. There are contradicting reports about this. So the fighters of Hezbollah saying they are engaging directly with the Israeli forces, and the Israeli forces, they are talking about injuries, but at the same time they might say there is no direct engagement with Hezbollah and they are hitting and running. The situation in the South Lebanon and the villages in the South Lebanon is a little bit not clear, but apparently according to the results, which is the injuries of the Israeli forces, and apparently there are some casualties within Hezbollah, there is heavy fighting in the south of Lebanon.
Meanwhile, all the time, Hezbollah fighters firing into Israel. We've heard sirens going in Haifa this morning.
Of course, they fired more than 30 projectiles so far into Israel. Some of them reached Haifa. That means they are at least mid-range missiles, so a little bit more sophisticated missiles than the Katyusha Russian-made missiles. And the total number of missiles yesterday reached 230 according to Israeli media sources. That means that however Hezbollah faced with lots of blows after the pagers, the walkie-talkie, the killing of his top leadership, on top of them Hassan Nasrallah, they are still having the ability of firing more than 200 missiles into Israel and continue to be able to fight in the south.
That's Lebanon, but the Israelis also targeting Hamas again in Gaza.
Of course, it looks like the fighting in Jabalia in northern Gaza is not as less fierce than the fighting in South Lebanon. There is massive fighting around Jabalia. The military analysts are saying that Israel now is trying to make a new security military corridor that separates northern Gaza into two parts. So currently, the Israeli forces are controlling the Philadelphia corridor that separates between Gaza and Egypt, and Netzarim corridor that separates northern Gaza from southern Gaza. And now there are talks that Israel is trying to have a third security military corridor that separates northern Gaza from the city of Gaza as well, and the line would be Jabalia refugee camp. That's why the World Food Program is saying that they cannot enter any food to Jabalia camp for 2 weeks, and the situation, the humanitarian situation there is really dangerous.
Yeah, on that, Mohamed, is there anywhere safe for people to move to in Gaza?
According to the Israeli forces, they are inviting the people from the north to take the Salah ad-Din road to go to the south, to Al-Mawasi area. But however, the people, when they are fleeing their homes, they are facing with shelling as well. And when they go to Al-Mawasi and Khan Yunis is an epicenter of fighting as well. So people would say, whether we stay on our homes and face our fate and maybe a strike will kill us, or leave our homes and we might face the same fate. Most of the people in Jabalia refugee camp, which are tens of thousands of people, might be 100,000 people or more, they prefer to stay in their homes. However, they don't have enough food, they don't have enough security, they are drinking water that is mixed with sewage water, and so on and so forth. They are preferring to stay in their homes rather than fleeing their homes.
Mohamed Taha from BBC Arabic, as always, thank you for your insight.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
it.
Thank you, Nikki.